Madam, the Honourable Minister in his answer has stated that there is no need to change the provisions of the Act, the Companies Act, to target the shell companies, and he has also pointed out the steps being taken with more than 1 lakh such companies being de-recognized. Madam, I would like to submit that while several of these shell companies may be de-recognized, the people behind them are incorrigible. They start new companies, they start new transactions, and as the Honourable Minister has himself admitted, this is used to convert legitimate money into black money or vice versa and transfer it into Benami assets. And he has talked about technology making it easier to trace such people. I have a specific question on this issue, Madam, because as he said, companies can be for variety of purposes, for industrial purposes, for service purposes, holding company. But even though shell companies are not defined in the Act, it is commonly understood parlance in the industry that certain nefarious people set up these companies only for the purpose of these illegal transactions. With regard to technology, I would like to ask the Honourable Minister, in a different sphere, you have introduced Aadhaar linkage to PAN cards precisely for this same purpose, to weed out the large number of fake PAN cards or duplicate PAN cards through the use of biometrics. Now, will the Minister tell us whether similar biometric-related methods are being implemented to weed out the people behind the fake, the shell companies, not just the shell companies themselves? And if that is not being done, will he consider undertaking such measures?
Well, Madam, I take the question of the Honourable Member as a very valuable suggestion. We'll certainly apply ourselves. It's a very useful suggestion. We'll take it into consideration.
Minister's answer is very helpful, but it seems to me it doesn't go far enough. My colleague Jay Panda has given already one interesting suggestion, but when you see that the Prime Minister's office is revealing that out of 15 lakh registered companies in India, only 6 lakh even file their annual returns, you can see there is a problem. Even if shell companies are not defined in the Act, there is a potential there of 9 lakh companies that are either inactive or fraudulent.
They are shell companies.
Sorry, ma'am?
They are shell companies.
Exactly. They're shell for shell. Quite right. I think she has got the perfect formula. They're either shelf companies or shell companies. So what I'm going to ask the Minister said he doesn't want to amend the Act. There are other acts that cover some of these offences. But isn't it striking that our Companies Act does not require those incorporating a company to disclose their beneficial ownership? So if indeed you can consider amending the Act, that would require every company to disclose who the beneficial owners are, and linking that to Mr. Panda's suggestion that those owners also be identified by further indicators such as biometrics, would that not be a useful amendment to bring into the Act, Mr. Minister? Thank you.
There is already a provision in the Companies Act to provide for a beneficial owner. And that's not a new provision in the 2013 Act. Even in the 1956 Act, Section 187 was absolutely clear that if there is another beneficial owner on whose behalf the ostensible owner is, or the apparent owner is holding the shares, he has to file a declaration under 187 of the old Companies Act and a corresponding provision in the new Act by which he has to be declared. So there's nothing wrong in that. I think where the Honourable Member needs to have clarity that there is a distinction between a dormant company and a shell company. A dormant company is a company which is legitimately registered, which doesn't file its returns and does not comply with the provisions in the Companies Act. And therefore, some of these dormant companies have a potential used as shell companies. So the concept of dormant companies exists in the Companies Act, and therefore these companies are deregistered, and it is these companies which we have just now deregistered. As far as, you see, if they are misused, they will have to change the beneficial owner. Now you have an additional instrument at your disposal, which is the provisions under the tax, the revenue laws, as also the Benami law, that if you have not declared somebody as a beneficial owner, which is an honest declaration, and you are doing business under some fake name, let us say a cook or a driver becomes a shareholder or a driver of a company, and as we normally see in these exposes which are being made, and then it is on these kind of companies, like in the case of immovable property, that the Benami Act is also applicable.